Our answer here is going to be 5 divided by 6x4. Now if you're confused here about this step, why did I split it here? We have studied scientific method before. We know that we have x square. What does this x square means? This x square means x times x. Correct? If we have x cube, what does it mean? It means x times x times x. Or you can split it like this. What is this? X times x? X squared times x. X cube or x squared times x. Both of these are what? Both of these are same. This is the collective form of x cube and this is the splitted form of x cube. Now let's say we have x4. We can write x4 as x times x times x times x. We can write it at x times x cube, correct? Or we can write it as what is this? X squared times x squared, correct? Now in the question, what were we doing? Let's say we have some fraction here. Let's say we have x divided by x4. We have to cancel something out. What we're going to do, we have numerator x. We can only cancel out the common term. So what we're going to do, we are going to split x4. What does x4 means? x4 means x times x times x times x. We know that we have to cancel out with x. We will write x times, what are we left with? X cube, correct? We will write x cube. This makes the cancellation easier. X cancel out with x. What are we left with? We are left with 1 divided by x cube. Now instead, let's say we have x divided by x cube. We are going to split it. X divided by, now we know we can only cancel x, right? We are going to write x. What is left? X squared. We will write x squared. We can cancel what? We can cancel x. What are we left with? We are left with 1 over x squared. Let's say we have x squared divided by x5. Alright. Now what we're going to write? We are going to split x5. How can we split x5? We know that we can only cancel x squared, correct? X times x. How many x's we have? We have 5 x's. We can cancel x squared. We can separate x squared. What is left after x squared? 3x. That means x cubed. We can split x5 as x squared divided by x squared times x cubed. Now we can cancel the terms. X squared cancel by x squared. What are we left with? We are left with 1 divided by x cubed. Alright, let's say we take some more examples here. Let's say we have x divided by x7. We know that we can only cancel x since only x in the numerator. We have x7. What does that means? That means we have 7 times x. What can we cancel? Only x. We can separate x. Alright, now how many x's are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can write x times x6. we are going to write x times x6. We are going to cancel x with x. What are we left with? We are left with x raised to the power 6. Our answer is going to be 1 over x6. Let's say we have x squared divided by x7. Alright, we have x squared in the top. We can split it like this, 7. Alright, we can write x squared that we're going to cancel. That was x7. We took 2 out of it. What is left with here? 5. We can write x5 here. We can cancel x squared with x squared. What is our answer going to be? Our answer is going to be 1 divided by x to the power 5. Let's say we have x cubed divided by x9. We want to cancel this, okay? We're going to write x cubed in the numerator. Now we know that we can only cancel the term x cubed. We want to split x to the power 9. What is the term that we are going to cancel? X to the power 3. We can minus 3 from 9. What are we left with? x6. We can write x3 times x6. We can easily cancel x cubed from x cubed. What are we left with? We are left with 1 divided by x to the power 6. Let's say we have x6 divided by x15. We know that we can only cancel the term x6. Alright, we have written x6 divided by, we wrote x6 out of x15. Alright, out of 15 we already wrote 6. We can minus 6 here. What are we left with? X to the power 9. We can write x to the power 9 here. We can cancel x6 with x6. What is our answer? 1 divided by x to the power 9. Let's change the scenario. Instead of denominator, let's take numerator. We have x2, let's say we have x5 divided by x squared. We will always split the what? The greater, the term with greater power. We have x5 divided by x squared. What can we split? We can split the numerator. We have x squared, we will write x squared here as well. Out of x5, we already wrote 2, we already wrote square. We can cancel the square. What is left here? X to the power 3. We can write x squared times x to the power 3. What are we left with? X squared cancelled with x squared. We are only left with x cubed. So out of x5 and x2, what term are we going to split? We are going to split the greater term. Which is greater, x to the power 5 or x to the power 2? Of course, x to the power 5 is greater. So we split it x5 into x2 times x to the power 3. In the next question, let's say we have x6 divided by x to the power 3. X to the power 6 divided by x to the power 3. What are we going to split? X to the power 3 or 6. The greater one, that is x to the power 6. We have x3, x to the power 3 in the denominator. We are going to split it. Alright, we can write x to the power 3. Out of 6, we already wrote 3. What are we left with? We are left with x to the power 3. Can write x to the power 3. Now we can cancel. What are we left with? We are left with only x cubed. Alright, let's say we have x to the power 9 divided by x to the power 4. We will write the denominator. Now we are going to write same x to the power 4. Out of 9, out of this 9 we already wrote 4. We are going to subtract this 4 here. What do we get? We are left with x to the power 5. X to the power 5. We can cancel x4 with x4. What are we left with? We are left with x to the power 5.